Hey guys, it's Sydney, the Boho Traveller, and today I'm going to be talking about a problem that we all face when we travel, and that problem is jet lag. So jet lag is a huge factor when it comes to travel, especially when it comes to international travel and transcontinental travel. Everybody feels the effects of jet lag, but it affects everybody just a little bit differently. Some people are really affected by it, other people's not so much. I tend to not be affected by it as much, but I know that's not the same case for everybody, but there are still tricks that I do so that it minimizes the effects on me. So that's what I'm gonna be talking to you guys about today. Before we go any further, I just wanna say thank you guys for watching this video. If you find it useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Now, there are some crazy people out there who start adjusting their internal clocks like days in advance, like 1 hour every day. So say you're traveling like 6 hours into the future, they would start adjusting their internal clock 1 hour every day so that they are more used to that. Now, I know most of us don't have that kind of time, plus we have jobs in real life, so we can't be adjusting our schedules, 6 days in advance. So I'm gonna give you guys some practical things that you can apply, right when it goes to the start of travel, because, most of us have jobs and can't afford to give up 6 days of work before we travel. The first thing that I do, and the thing that I swear by that helps the most out of everything, is stay hydrated. Honestly, if you are dehydrated, you are going to sleep terribly, you are going to feel the effects so bad when you get there, and it just overall makes for just a very miserable experience. So, I'm a hydration freak anyways, but when it comes to travel and flying on planes especially, hydration is key. Oh, Choco's down here. Hey, Choco. So hydration, bring your empty water bottle into the airport. Goodness. So bring your empty water bottle into the airport and fill it up at the water fountains if you're in a country that you can do that. If you're in a country where you can't drink the water, go ahead and just buy water bottles when you get there. And then the water on the plane is free. You can get water on the planes for free. So make sure you do that as well. And I'm telling you, hydration is the most important thing that you can do when it comes to beating jet lag. All right, so when I say stay hydrated, I definitely don't mean with good old liquid courage. I'm talking about H2O, and that goes with staying hydrated means staying away from alcohol, because alcohol will dehydrate you and give you a very fragmented sleep. Also, coffee will make you stay up, so try and opt out of coffee if you can, because that obviously caffeine will keep you up, and the coffee also dehydrates you. So try and just stick with water, because that will give you the best form of hydration and help you sleep the best as well. But don't drink too much water once you get on the plane. Make sure you use the restroom before you decide to go down to sleep, because you don't want to have to be waking up because you have to pee every, hour. So just make sure that you find a good line that you're hydrated, but also, that your bladder's not about to burst. Okay, so the next task at hand is actually being able to sleep on the plane, which is hard within and of itself. So I'm gonna give you a couple of tips and things that I use to help me sleep on the plane. First thing, eye mask. The little sleeper thing, you look like a diva and a dork, but who cares? It blocks out all of the light so that you don't see anything. Second thing that I do, melatonin. So check and see, use it a couple of times before you fly so that you know how much you should take. But melatonin will help you sleep, and it's, a natural thing, so it's not like you're taking, sleeping pills. I do have some friends who will take Xanax because they have a Xanax prescription, and they say that helps them. I'm not a big fan of that. I just use melatonin, but whatever works for you. A lot of people, I don't personally do this, but a lot of people use essential oils, and I think that's a great idea. I love essential oils, but I don't use them on planes, mostly just because it is a small area, and if somebody has issues with scents, it may harm them. So if you do want to do it, maybe ask the person next to you if they mind if you just open it up and smell it. Don't rub it on anything. But if you need to do that, just make sure that it's okay with the people who are around you, because you don't want anybody hacking up a lung because you opened your essential oils, because then nobody can sleep. The next thing that I do, and that you guys should do too, is turn off your screen. So I like to turn off and not look at my electronics at least an hour before I go to bed. just because those lights will keep your brain just wired and running. And that goes with your phone and the little computer screen as well. Now, this leading into the next one, noise canceling headphones. So when you're on the plane, the noise canceling headphones, so you can block out that crying baby, or, you know, that big man with the hacking cough, or, you know, the annoying lady from New Jersey who won't stop screaming on her phone about nothing, you know, whatever. So, so you can block all of those sounds out. That doesn't mean when I say turn off my screens, I still keep my music playing so that I have, you know, noise. I don't necessarily play music. Sometimes I'll play ocean sounds. Sometimes I'll play piano music. Whatever, you know, you use to make you go to sleep. But definitely those noise canceling headphones. I will keep the music playing, but just set my screen aside. I put it in the little cubby so that I know I'm not looking at it. Another thing when it comes to sleeping on the plane is pillows. So, you know, on long haul flights, they will give you a pillow, but, you know, sometimes I don't really trust putting my head on that. Who knows? Somebody may have had lice, whatever. So I don't like using that. I always bring my own pillow, either a neck pillow or just like a small, tiny travel pillow. And I also always bring my own blanket and socks as well, because cold feet means I cannot sleep. So I put on warm, fuzzy socks. Usually I'm traveling in something comfy anyways, a sweater and, you know, leggings, something that looks nice but is also comfortable. So I'll put on my fuzzy socks, get my blanket out, kick my shoes off. Hopefully you wear shoes that don't stink. For the love of God, please wear shoes that don't stink, because there's nothing worse than being next to somebody on a plane who takes off their shoes and they smell like death. So try not to do that, people. Good travel tips. Just be courteous. So yeah, just get comfortable. Blanket, pillow, fuzzy socks, and, you know, all of that other stuff that blocks everything out, and you should be good to go and help you sleep. And that brings us to the final thing, is where you're sleeping. So obviously you're sleeping on a plane, but your seat can have so much effect on how you sleep. So I always, if I'm going on a long haul flight, will go ahead and buy a window seat right there when I'm booking. I don't care if it's $50 extra. If it's $50 extra and I can't afford that, then I probably shouldn't be traveling. Hush, Chaco. Okay. So yeah, so I will always just go ahead and buy the window seat, just because I know that that's the only way I'm gonna sleep. Because if I'm in the middle, you know, there's probably gonna, with my luck, there's probably gonna be two long-legged guys sitting next to me with their legs spread into my seat, because, you know, I'm small, you know, but because I'm small, I can do the window seat because I don't need a lot of leg room. If you need a lot of leg room and you know you have to sleep on the window seat, book that seat. Just go ahead, or I mean the aisle seat, go ahead and book that seat. Just book what you think is the best for you to sleep, okay? So you've done your sleeping and now you've woken up. So now what do? I start again by drinking more water, and then I will have a coffee. Although I try not to drink plain coffee. If I can, I'll try and drink some when I get to the airport, just because plain coffee, like who knows where that water's coming from. I'm sure it's okay, but I just don't trust it myself. So I choose to just wait till I get to the airport. But yes, definitely drinking bottled water will help you for sure. I usually get baby wipes and start wiping my face off so that I feel fresh-faced. I will also take my toothbrush, toothpaste, head to the bathroom, brush my teeth real quick. All of these things will help you feel clean and refreshed and awake, which is very good. That's what we want now that we've slept on our overnight flight. Now we'll be awake. And then the last and like one of the most important things that people don't follow, you know, they'll do all of these things on the plane to help them sleep or whatever. But one of the final things that people often don't do is they don't force themselves to adjust to the time zone. So when you arrive to where you're going, say you've just flown into Dublin and you're 5 hours ahead of where you left, because I'm just saying that because that's how far I would be. So I will force myself to stay up those 5 hours later instead of, you know, falling asleep what would be normal time back at home. I'll force myself to stay up those 5 hours later and to wake up those 5 hours earlier, because that is helping me adjust it. I mean, it's horrible for the first day. It truly, truly is not fun. But it helps you adjust faster and you get to enjoy more of the place. Whereas if, you know, you are working to your time schedule back at home, you're not getting used to it. You're not going to be able to truly enjoy what you're doing, because you're going to be focused on, why am I waking up so early? Why am I going to sleep so early? Blah, 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 blah. So just make sure that you are forcing yourselves, setting alarms, you know, having, you know, you and your friends, whoever you're traveling with, making sure you look out for each other and say, hey, no, we're not going to bed yet. We're going to go do this first, and then we can go to bed so that we can get used to the time zone. You know, help each other out, you know, say, no, we're not going to do that if somebody's really tired. I'm a big fan of naps. If you need a nap, go ahead and take one, but I try not to take naps after 4 p.m. just because I feel like that messes up your sleep cycle. And don't nap for any longer than an hour and a half, 2 hours, because again, that's gonna throw off your whole sleep schedule, and it's just, you know, gonna make your life harder in the long run. Also, I just realized I never filmed an outro for this video, so that's why I'm in a totally different outfit. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a little pop-up somewhere around here. Like this video, give me a comment, and let me know if I forgot anything. That's so important to me. Thanks, you guys.